Prologue. The tape.
Interior darkroom night. A flickering VHS tape plays on an old screen. A tall, bearded man in white robes sits cross-legged beside a Kalashnikov rifle, AK-47. His expression is calm, voice composed, eyes empty. America is a spider. Cut the web. It thrashes, break the body. It dies slowly, smashed to black. Cut to Interior Central Intelligence Agency Operations Center, DY alarm sirens. Monitors flash. A young analyst stares at the screen. Central Intelligence Agency. Analyst, oh my God. He's not bluffing.
The Boy in the Marble Kingdom.
Exterior Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Dea Palace, gold gates. Servants bustle through. A young Osama, 10, walks past fountains. His hands folded, a small Quran clutched in his fingers, born into wealth, the 17th son of a billionaire. He had a future of power and privilege. But Osama bin Laden wasn't drawn to pleasure. He was drawn to prophecy. Flash to Interior Osama's are a Nightshade books stacked high, maps of Palestine, photos of burned villages. A young Osama prays, eyes full of fire. He watched children bleed on black and white screens, and swore it would end in fire.
The Furence.
Asterisk exterior mountains of Afghanistan 1980s Dewa gunfire echoes. Mujahideen fighters scramble through smoke. Osama, now mid-20s in battle-worn clothes, digs trenches with his bare hands. While others donated money, he gave his blood. He wasn't just a funder, he was a fighter. Cut to Interior Cave Headquarters, NIGHT maps, radios, rugged fighters. Gathered. Osama marks targets with charcoal. A leader among legends. He called it duty. Others called it destiny. But in those caves, Al-Qaeda was born, a network of shadows.
The First Blood.
Interior Al-Qaeda safe house, night a dim room. Osama speaks in whispers. Couriers carry tapes, orders passed hand to hand. Dead silence follows every name he marks. Over, before the towers fell. Embassies did. Flash montage. Explosions rock embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. 200 bodies lie in rubble. Glass rains like knives. They called it madness. He called it a message. Cut to exterior Yemen coast. Daya, small. Boat drifts toward the United States Navy destroyer USS Cole. It detonates. 17 sailors vanish in fire.
September.
Interior Tora Bora CAV in IGHT dim. Candlelight flickers across stone walls. Osama sits beside a transistor radio, still as a statue. His eyes are locked on the flames. A courier enters quietly, whispers something urgent in Arabic. The courier places a piece of paper into Osama's hand. Coordinates, flight times. Osama reads them, folds the paper without emotion. The blueprint was etched in whispers. 4 planes. 19 men. 1 hour of horror. Enough to change the world. Flash sequence. Exterior Manhattan skyline. Morning. Plane slams into the North Tower. Black smoke erupts. Seconds later, a second plane tears into the South Tower. Interior Pentagon chaos as the building shakes from impact. Exterior Pennsylvania FIEL. Flight 93 crashes into the earth. Interior New York City streets. Ash falls like snow. Screams echo between buildings. People run, some covered in blood, others frozen in disbelief. Sirens drown the silence. Nearly 3,000 lives lost. 1 city crippled. 1 nation stunned into fury. Interior Tora Bora CAV and IGHT Osama sits, unmoving, watching the towers collapse on a small, grainy television. The screen flickers as the buildings fall in slow motion. He leans forward, whispers to no one. Bin Laden. But they will feel what we have felt for years. He leans back into the shadows.
Ghost of War. The Hunt for Osama bin Laden.
He was born into wealth, raised in comfort, educated in the West, but he turned away from luxury. He chose the shadows, the mountains. A path of war. This is the story of Osama bin Laden, the world's most wanted man. A name that haunted governments, destroyed cities, and reshaped the world's sense of fear, from his rise as a rich ideologue to the moment the earth swallowed him whole. This is the hunt, the legacy, the ghost.
The Hunt.
Asterisk Langley, Virginia. A room hums with tension. A digital map glows on the wall, dotted with red pins: Afghanistan, Pakistan, tribal zones, empty fields. The CIA wasn't hunting a man anymore. They were chasing a myth, a shadow that moved without trace, but left trails of blood in his wake. Somewhere in the tribal belt, a drone scans the mountains. Far below, a rusted bread truck rattles across a dusty road. Inside sits a courier, calm, holding nothing but a loaf of bread. Inside that bread, a folded message meant for a ghost. Bin Laden never used a phone, never touched the internet. Messages traveled in flour sacks, wrapped in cloth, tucked in food. He trusted no one, only silence in one of his. Many safe houses, a single bulb swings overhead. Children sit on the floor, silent. His wives locked in concrete rooms. He'd written once, "Do not use electricity. Do not touch the windows. They can see us." Paranoia had become his prison. Every shadow was a threat. Every crack in the wall, a possible eye. But outside, the world was burning. March 11th, 2004, Madrid. Morning rush hour. 10 bombs ripped through commuter trains. 191 lives gone. The attack claimed in the name of Al-Qaeda. July 7th, 2005, London. Coordinated explosions underground. Smoke chokes the city. 52 killed. Hundreds wounded. In Bali, nightclubs turn to rubble. In Pakistan, hotels vanish in fire. In Iraq, suicide bombers walk into crowds, not ordered by Bin Laden, but lit by his spark. He didn't need to lead every strike. His ideology had outlived his presence. He was not just hiding. He was multiplying.
The House of Silence.
Abbottabad, Pakistan, 2011. While the world believed he hid in caves, he lived behind walls. 18 feet high, no internet, no phone. Not even trash left outside, inside a rifle beside his bed. A small television flickering with images of himself. He still wrote letters to his lieutenants, pleading for one more attack. Still dyed his beard black, hoping to appear strong. But the man was aging. His myth outgrew his body. The walls around him were silent. And the silence was closing in.
Neptune Spear.
May 2nd, 2011, midnight skies over Abbottabad. 2 helicopters carved through. The dark inside, Navy SEALs prepare. No hesitation, no questions. Their mission was clear. This would not end with a trial. This would end with a shadow falling out at 12:30 a.m. They landed, room by room. The compound fell silent. First floor, second. Resistance, a courier. A son, all down. Then the third floor, and there he was, tall, thin, his beard now white. His eyes met theirs, wide, a flicker of recognition. Then stillness, no words, no resistance, and then silence. He fell beside his youngest wife. A shadow, finally caught.
No grave, no peace.
At sea, just before dawn, the waves rose gently. His body, wrapped in white, slid into the deep. No grave, no stone, no marker on this world, but even in death, he did not vanish. His name still echoes. In cities rebuilt from ash and glass, in families left with empty chairs, in airport lines where strangers glance sideways, Osama bin Laden built a kingdom without borders, a world ruled by fear, and even now, the ghost watches.
The case may be closed, but Crimology never sleeps. Like and subscribe join Crimology, and step deeper into the dark with us.